So I'm here inside my boat with my Norcold built-in refrigerator freezer, and one time I was going to defrost it. It's all full of ice here because I guess the power had shut off, and so it defrosted and cooled back up. And anyway, I'm in there chipping away, and I didn't realize this is a Freon tray. These are Freon lines, and sure enough, I hit one of the lines, a couple of lines actually, with a screwdriver. Total knucklehead thing to do. So lesson learned there. I'm going to show you actually how you can fix it pretty cheaply, it seems. Basically, the parts that you're going to need is a piercing valve. Put a link to the description here. And then we've got just kind of a regular air hose. We've got a lining gauge here. This is a Freon can I got from AutoZone. These are 1/4 inch like quick connectors for the air hose. Definitely need this adapter. I'll put a link down to. This Allen wrench goes into the piercing valve. And then you need a vacuum. This vacuum, actually I rented from AutoZone. You can rent things for free there, which is kind of cool. So I'll show you how all this works. Let me hook it up real quick. Okay, step one is you gotta fill the holes that you made. So I use just JB Weld. I just kind of mixed the 2-part epoxy together, used a screw. There's actually another guy on YouTube that did this with a portable refrigerator he picked up. That's where I got that tip from. It's low pressure inside these things. It's only like less than 5 PSI. So anyway, these white spots are basically where I filled the holes. So you mix your 2-part epoxy, use a screw and spin it up, and just dab it on there and let that cure for a day, essentially, okay? The next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna get in and you're gonna put in this piercing valve. And so I just picked the line on this one. You know, there's supposed to be like high and low and all that, but there's not that many options about pulling this thing out, so I just took a chance. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm not authorized to do this, but it seems to be working. I'll show you the readings in a minute. But anyway, I just picked that line, put it on the piercing valve. It's got these bolts that screw in, and you want to use the key to basically unscrew this all the way. That's the piercing part itself. Right now it's all the way in, but when you first put this on, unscrew this all the way. Twist that out, attach these bolts, and then you can pierce it. Just, you know, squeeze that all the way down. Okay, that creates a valve here so that when you turn this counterclockwise and pull the pierce out, it lets air come through this line essentially. Okay, so once you got all that set up, the first thing you gotta do is, okay, once it's cured for 2 days or for a day or two, you gotta vacuum out all the contaminants. So that's what this vacuum's for, right? So you got this air hose, get that hooked up to the vacuum, which these are like 180 bucks. You just get it for free from AutoZone, which is totally cool. Basically you buy it, but then if you return it within 90 days, they give you all your money back. Totally cool. It's called their loaner program. It's meant for AC systems in cars, I think. So you turn that on for 5-10 minutes. I had it run for like 15 minutes, and then it had pierced a hole in one of the epoxy, the bigger hole. So I had to re-cure that, let that sit for a day, and then turned it back on to finish up, ran it for another 5-10 minutes. I have no idea if that's long enough or not, but it was definitely high suction through there. Anyway, so then you get all that done, disconnect this part, and then you take this part off, and then you hook it up your this thing, your valve, and your Freon basically. So this hooks up to this, and then what you do is don't squeeze it in all the way just yet. Turn your Freon on. You know, let some. I'll just do it real quick here to show you. And then seal it here, just because you don't want to be putting, again, contaminants back into the system. And then turn the Freon off. Then you take your piercing valve and then undo it counterclockwise, basically. So that opens up the line. And then you just twist some Freon in there. Just give it a squirt. You're looking at your gauge. And basically what you want is less than 5 PSI. So on this gauge, it's between that 0 and 5 here in the blue. and then maybe take a couple squirts. So check on it. So as soon as that's done, just let the thing run. You're done. You know, don't forget to close your piercing valve back up. Hopefully, you know, you guys don't need the step by step. So if I try and turn that to the right, it's closed all the way because I already finished the project. But anyway, should be able to figure it out from there. Main concept is fill the holes, put your piercing valve on. Before you put the valve on, again, pull out the pierce, put the valve on, and then actually do your pierce. Seal it all up, and then, you know, keep that pierce locked in there. Seal it with the pierce, okay? And then hook up your vacuum first. Undo the pierce. Turn your vacuum on. Right, that's going to suck all the contaminants out of the system. Dry it out, basically. Okay. Close your pierce. Disconnect that. Hook up your Freon. Don't undo the pierce just yet. Hook up your Freon. Let it bleed out. Fill in there, right? And then close it up. Seal it, and then undo your pierce. Let some Freon in. It doesn't take that much. This is a pretty small refrigerator. It was like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 squirts. You know, like 1 or 2 second squirts. Okay. Then seal your pierce again, and then close your Freon can. Unscrew it, and you should be good. Check your pressure. Like, you don't want, like, if you're up to like 10 pounds PSI, that's too much pressure. So make sure you're not putting too much pressure into your system. It's not gonna be able to handle it. So I let this sit like this for a good hour or so when I was doing it, just to check the PSI and all that. Make sure it wasn't overloaded with pressure. Let's do our reading here on temperature. Yeah, so we're at like 0 degrees. Down here. Yeah, same as my refrigerator basically at home. So that's it, quick and dirty fix on the Norcold refrigerator freezer. They told me it was a closed system, couldn't get anybody to look at it. So I did my research and basically figured out a way to seal the holes, hook up a vacuum system to it, suck the contaminants out, get some Freon in there. Seems to be working fine. It's been running like this for a few weeks now. Showed you the readings. Hopefully this lasts. Save yourself 1,200 bucks. I don't know what all these parts cost, but 30 bucks maybe 40 bucks. So much rather go that route than forking out 1,200 bucks plus the labor and woodwork to fix this damn thing. All right, good luck guys. Let me know if you got any questions in the comments.